it's 2017. The Dragon Ball Super anime is still airing, and it looks like Goku just got a new form, Limit Breaker Goku. And the best part is that he's already a playable character in the hit mobile game Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle.
To coincide with the release of Dragon Ball Super episode 109 and 110, they released Limit Breaker Goku, or as the transformation actually now is called, Ultra Instinct. The mastery of self-movement. There it is. This is the beast right here.
But only on JP. So as a global player, knowing that global is 6 months behind JP, you know it's going to be a while. Or at least, you think so. It's been 2 months now, and as you're scrolling on Reddit, what do you see? Your GOAT is coming to global.
But here is the kicker, guys. Here's the kicker. Ultra Instinct Goku. Sorry, the app acts up sometime. Ultra Instinct Goku is also coming 12:20 at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We are getting Ultra Instinct way freaking early. Way freaking early.
Bro, what? That's like 4 months too early. I guess the devs came through in the end. Well, they had to. Do you remember what they did in November?
We have the recent thank you celebration happening on Global Dokkan. And regardless to say, a lot of people have dubbed it the fuck you celebration.
Anyways, the banner is out, and bro, nah, it's even crazier than you thought. In Super Gogeta is featured on the banner. Bro, he came last month. How?
So, it's definitely something that if you don't walk away with Ultra Instinct, I know Ultra Instinct Goku is all the hype right now, especially if you're keeping up with Dragon Ball Super, but trust me, Super Gogeta is just as hype, so...
We're gonna pull Gogeta! Oh, okay, I will accept that. I was gonna say, I didn't get around to talking about it because I felt like I was taking too long. This guy is the real prize of this banner because he's the best unit on the banner, and it's not even close. Of course, you still want UI Goku, right? Ultra Instinct. But this is the best card on the banner.
And what? The banner has tickets, guaranteed SSR tickets, as well as discounted multis? Nah, this is just too good to be true. But it was true. Hi, I'm the Legendary Ploof, and this is the first video of hopefully a new series where I'll cover individual big moments that shaped the history of the hit mobile game Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Today we'll go over the 2 times UI Goku absolutely killed global players with hype. As already mentioned in the intro, the first instance was back in December 2017, when UI Goku dropped literally out of nowhere. Like I said, global was 6 months behind JP. People weren't expecting Goku to drop until the following year, so for him to come this early was just insane. But the craziest part was that his banner was insane. Look at those discounts. Each rotation costed 50 stones and gave you 10 units, 5 tickets, a bunch of candy canes, and a free Kai. Just so you know, candy canes were insane back then. Like, they were by far the best training items and were absolutely must have if you wanted to fully level an LR. And guys, bro, they were extremely rare. So much so that the Elder Kai banner was genuinely something worth summoning for at the time. People actually summoned on that banner. And obviously, the best part, the tickets. Every 5 tickets give you a 5 unit multi-summon with a guaranteed SSR. Do you know how ridiculously insane that was at the time? I'm pretty sure this was the first ever Dokkan Fest banner to have guaranteed SSRs per multi-summon. And the thing is, this wasn't just any Dokkan Fest banner. It was one of the hypest banner of the year, featuring one of the hypest character in the entire history of the game, let alone at the time. And bro, all the featured units were at least decent, with the exception of Tech Beerus. Like, honestly, Tech Beerus was just bad, but even he wasn't that bad. Like, he had some value due to his rage form and was probably going to easier the following year. So your chances of pulling something good were actually pretty high. Global players were pulling UI Gokus and Super Gogetas left and right. It was just crazy. You could even get 10 free tickets from some missions. All you had to do was beat Dokkan event stages with Realm of Gods characters. So some people probably pulled Goku or Gogeta for free, but in the end, it was still global. So they had to shaft players somehow, you know. And how they did that was by not releasing the Universal Survival Saga story event with UI Goku. The reason why this was a shaft is because that Int UI Goku super attack was actually farmable from that event, by farming the physical free play UI Goku. Like, sure, that grind was absolutely horrible because SR physical Goku's drop rate was pretty much non-existent, but it was literally the only way you could raise Int UI Goku's super attack because, as I said earlier, Elder Kais were very rare, and Global just had like, I don't know how many crazy characters that didn't have farmable super attacks. So yeah, that was an L. All around, this was insanely hype. But the crazy thing with UI Goku is that this guy did it twice. The second time was back in 2020 when this guy came as a global first. But first, some context. In May 2020, a month that started with the New Year's Dual Dokkan Fest, transforming Super Saiyan into Goku and Vegeta. Those were two characters who were not only good but also pretty hype at the time. Normally, people wouldn't expect anything more hype than these two before the anniversary, but the previous year, they dropped LR Gohan and Goten and LR Broly as global firsts. So people were fully expecting a global first that year too. They just didn't think it would be UI Goku. Like, sure, the Go Bros are cool and Broly is hype, but they're no UI Goku, you know? Then, Dokkaner, a French leaker who had a perfect record of Dokkan leaks at the time, just tweeted this out of nowhere. He's coming. You already know people were going crazy on every social media platform you could think of. This was just insane. A global first UI Goku. And based on the previous year's global firsts, he was probably going to be an LR, which made everything even more hype. Then when he got revealed and people saw his kit and how amazing he was, it was just a wrap. He had a great chance to dodge for his first 7 turns and could build up his attack and defense with each attack evaded. A buff that was actually calculated separately, giving him a total of 213% attack and defense when fully built up. So he was actually decent in long events, but where this guy really shined was short events. Like, he was an SVR beast, something the 5th year anniversary fusions were not. The 3 best units in the game at the time on JP were built for the legendary Goku event. So yeah, if we excluded leader skills, Strength UI Goku would arguably become a more valuable unit than the 5th year anniversary LRs who weren't even out on global yet. And I'm saying become because on global we didn't get ESBR until September. Like, that Saiyan Day 2020 celebration was just honestly one of the worst celebrations ever on global. Like, they didn't even give us ESBR, which would have probably made even more people summon for Strength UI Goku. Nonetheless, this was all around very hype. And bro, his animations were absolutely phenomenal. These were some of the best super attack animations we had seen so far. It was just crazy. But obviously all that hype came at a cost. His banner. He was a yellow coin LR, meaning he was featured on a legendary summon banner. That banner had 12 featured units, so you had like a 4% chance of pulling Strength UI Goku per multi-summon. So as you could guess, not great. I remember dropping like 3 or 4 multis on this guy's banner and just instantly regretted it. Instant regret, bro. Instant regret. Those legendary summon banners just sucked so much. And they still do, even after all the buffs they've got. Like, I genuinely think Dokkan should just remove them, honestly. Or at least give you like a copy of the featured unit after like 150 stones. I know this sounds just crazy, but yeah, there's no way in hell I'm ever summoning on a legendary summon banner again if they don't do that, bro. There's just no way. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I know that UI Goku is like always hype. Like, I could have covered like the time when Into UI Goku got his Dokkan Awakening, or even when he came early to global last year, but those 2 instances weren't as hype as the ones I've mentioned in this video. So yeah, we'll talk about those in my history series, and depending on when you're watching this video, I might have already covered Into UI Goku's Dokkan Awakening on JP. If so, I'll probably link it in the description, or it'll show up on your screen. But until then, let me know which insane Dokkan moment you think I should cover next. I was thinking Bergamo,